Hello everybody and welcome back to the Mongoolie Show. Today we're taking a look at 4 events that all went live today, so let's not waste any time, let's just jump right in. All right, the first event we're going to take a look at is the Rime Ice Raiders. This is a web milestone event where you're going to have to raid 10 times a day and then jump over to the website, collect these. It's going to happen for 8 days in a row, and you can see that you're going to be able to get a decent amount of Sinister Snowstorm milestone points as well as cold hard cash with the minimal investment of just doing 10 raids, which you should be doing anyways. Those Sinister Snowstorm milestone points are going to feed into the event we're going to talk about next, as well as the cold hard cash is used in the store that you can buy items for right now. It's actually a pretty good store that's got a lot of good events in there, or a lot of good items in there that you can purchase, as well as character shards if that's more your thing. You can get 2,500 cold hard cash every single day, which will be 20,000 cash by the end of the week, or 8 days. And you can also get 1,500 milestone points a day, which is going to be 12,000 by the end of the week. So we're going to keep those numbers in mind when we move on to the next slide. So the event that feeds into is called the Sinister Snowstorm. Now we're going to look at 2 separate charts here. The first one is the rewards we're going to get, and the second one is the milestones we're going to have to try and earn. So this is an arena event, kind of like I think the Craven one was the last time we did this. And here's the payout chart. Now I don't believe they had this last time, so this is actually incredibly handy. So thank you so much for doing this, Scopely. What we're looking at here is how many orbs you're gonna unlock depending on what level you're at in arena. Now I feel like this is a little bit stingier than it was last time. I feel like we got better rewards last time, but nonetheless, this is gonna go for longer, so there's more days to get these rewards. So I think we're actually gonna get more in the long term, but every single day it feels like you're gonna get a little bit less. So it does even out. Now, take a look at this chart, figure out where you're at, and then take that number and times it by 8. I'm not going to break that down for every single one of you. Just look where you're at, take the number, times it by 8. That's your score. I'm generally in the 11 to 20 range, or at least that's where I was last time. So if I take 6,000 times it by 8, I'm going to have 48,000 points for this event just from doing my arena battles, which I do anyways. Now, if we take a look at the chart, we can see that my 48,000 points, when combined with the 12,000 points I'm going to get for the milestone, will put me at 60,000 points, which is already enough to get that superior sweater. So we're doing okay if you're at my level or even a little bit higher than that. But thankfully there's more. So even if you're a lower level than me, you should still be fine with this to at least get that superior sweater. If we take a look at the web store, you can see that there are 500 milestone points as well as 500 orb fragments right here, and that's going to help you out with 1,000 points every single day. Assuming this lasts every single day, that's going to be 8,000 points right there. Not a huge bonus, but it does definitely help. This, however, is going to make a big difference. If you go down to the offers, almost all the way down to the very bottom, you see this Sinister Snowstorm Arena bonus where you can spend 500 arena credits to get 1,000 milestone points, and you can do that twice a day, presumably for 8 days. That's 16,000 points. That's going to go a long way to helping people who are maybe not quite as high up in the arena as I am, or even if you are up as high as in the arena as I am, it's going to help you get that much closer to your end goal of as many milestone points as you can possibly get. This is really big. This is the only thing you should be spending arena points on for the next little while. Make sure you get these every single day. So at the level that I'm playing at in arena, that's going to give me 48,000 points by the end of the week, as well as 12,000 points if I do my raids every single day for that web milestone, 8,000 points if I collect everything for free from the web gift, and 16,000 points if I buy that offer twice a day for 8 days. That's going to put me at 84,000 points, which is milestone 15, which is not bad. That's going to give me 40 lizard shards, as well as the superior sweater, which will equal 135 of those spectacular snowflakes towards the month-long event. I would love to get down lower and get the extra 30 lizard shards. I don't know if that's going to be possible. It'll depend on what kind of offers are available in the store for these supremely sinister orb fragments. But let's take a quick look and see what those orb fragments actually look like. So you're going to find the orb fragments in the cold hard cash section under orbs, and then they're over here. If we check out the little eye, we can see that we're going to get 1 to 3 lizard shards in the top. We're going to get some augmented or superior gear in the bottom shard or in the right shard, or however it's worded there. And then if we take a look in the middle, we'll get a couple of different options. And there is a lot of lizard. Like you can see, there's more lizard than anybody else. But some of the other options, like Mysterio and Vulture specifically, are pretty unimpressive if you've been playing this game for any length of time. Those are very, very farmable characters. The Kang is okay. He's been out for a while now. The Eternals are still valuable, but again, they've been out for so long that most people have them at 7 stars. Craven is the only other character that's actually I wouldn't feel bad about opening. So in this section, that's going to mean that 6 of the 11 options are okay for me and the other 5 are completely dead. I guess that technically means the odds are in my favor, but I don't feel great about it. If you go up a little bit, you see the odds actually get better as there's now 6 different lizards as well as the 1 Craven. So your odds go up to 7 out of 12. It still doesn't feel great. And at the top, it's the same. It's another 7 out of 12 that you're going to get something you actually want. So it's not the worst orb, but I mean, I totally get why they put these Sinister 6 characters in there, but like, okay. It's going to feel awful if you open up that jackpot and it's like Vulture. It just is. The next event we're going to take a look at is the Ice Cold Crucible. This is an alliance-wide event, and it's only going to last for 3 days, so you got to get your attacks in right away. Now, if we take a look at this chart, you'll notice that the caps are actually pretty low, which means you're probably going to hit these caps fairly easily, even if you don't have a full alliance. If everybody in your alliance does all of their battles every single day, that's like 720,000 points, and this caps out at 250,000. So even if you have people who are away on vacation or something, I mean, it's coming up on Christmas. So if you have people who can't perform, giggity, you're still going to be able to hit that 250,000 cap, most likely. As far as the alliance credits go, I believe you get 650 of those every single day. When you times that by 24 alliance members and times that by 3, that's actually a pretty decent number as well. And then make sure that you and your alliance are using your Sinister 6 characters. You should have a couple of them at least at 5 to 7 stars, because some of them have been out for a very, very long time. Remember that at the time that you unlock Lizard, there are 12 Sinister 6 members. You're not going to have all of them at 7 stars, but you should have some of them because they've been out for a very, very long time. So make sure you're using all 12 of them. If they are on defense, get them off defense. You're going to lose out for the points this match, but for the next 2 days, you should get those points. Help out your alliance as best you can. Again, the limits are pretty low, so you don't need to have an entirely engaged alliance. You should still be able to hit these minimums or the limits. You should still be able to hit the limits. Now, as far as the allied supply 2 orb fragments go, they change it up. I don't know why they keep doing this. Scopely, please just make it consistent where you're going to get these from. It's really frustrating. The only way I see to get these right now is to buy them, or again, they are a free web gift. They're giving you 2,000 today. Are they going to give you 2,000 every day? I don't know, but 2,000 today. Make sure your entire alliance picks those up. That's going to be worth a good chunk of change if every person gets those. That's 48,000 points or something like that. And if it does progress for all 3 days, that's going to be like 144,000 points. That's amazing. That's going to help you out significantly. So I hope that they do that. Giggity. But nonetheless, I really just want them to put the allied supply 2 orbs in one place. That's where you get them, period. So if they give you those orbs every day for free, if you're able to max out that 250,000 points, you're able to get all those alliance credits, and everybody's using their Sinister 6 characters. I didn't put them at 5 or 7 stars. That's between you and your alliance members. That's bonus points. If you can do all those things, that's going to give you 439,000 points, which is more than enough to get all 28,000 of the spectacular snowflakes, as well as a couple of T2 level 5 ions, which is quite nice. There's also some gold promotional credits, as well as some gold orb fragments. There's good stuff on this list. Just do your best. Participate as best you can. It's the holidays. Hopefully your alliance isn't going to be mad at you if you can't participate at your absolute peak, but do your best and you should be fine here. The last event is the Winter Solstice Gala. This event is insane. I hurt my brain a little bit going over the math on this one. This was just announced today. I don't remember reading about this at all in the weekly blog. I kind of went over the weekly blog fairly quickly, so I might have missed it. But essentially, this is for people who want to spend money only. Now, the nice thing about this is there's nothing in here that you need. So if you don't want to spend money on this game, you're not missing out by not being able to participate in this one, except for the fact that the people who are going to spend money are just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So there's 2 ways of looking at it, right? Like there's no month-long event that you're going to lose out on. There's no characters that you're going to not be able to unlock because of this. But the people who are going to spend are going to get well ahead. And honestly, they kind of should, because the amount of money you need to spend on this event to get anything is kind of bananas. Now, the 2 grand prize things here are the Mega Gold Orbs, which we'll take a look at, and they are they've got a pretty high ceiling, I'll just say that, and the Diamond Champion Orbs, where you are guaranteed a 3 diamond top meta character. Now, when they say top meta character, I've got some questions, but nonetheless, it's guaranteed 3-star. No matter what, you're going to get one of those. You're not going to get a minion or something. But there are some characters in there that are kind of feel bads. So let's go take a quick look. All right, so first off, we're going to take a look at the Diamond Champion Orbs. You can see you're going to get 10 silver promotional credits on the left and 10 promotional credits on the right, so you're guaranteed 20 promotional credits, which normally would probably sound like a good thing, but for what you have to do to get one of these orbs, Now, if we take a look in the middle, these are the meta characters they're talking about. Now, Icarus with 3 stars or Cersei with 3 stars would be insane. Those are very strong characters. Val also very, very good. I'm less convinced Thor would be amazing, but you know, he definitely has a home. Spider Weaver on 3 stars would be very, very strong, but really only in like Cosmic Crucible is the only thing she's really doing. Beast is on his way out, or Dark Beast, I should say, is on his way out. I wouldn't call him meta. This one's laughable. Like, this is absolutely the worst one in here by quite a margin, to be honest. Doctor Strange definitely still has a home. I don't know that I would be happy about it, but if I did get him, I wouldn't be sad. He's not Iron Fist. Now we look at the bottom row, we got Kestrel, who just got a major rework and is absolutely phenomenal. She's great in raids and in a couple other places, so that doesn't feel bad. Gamora is part of the Infinity Watch, who everybody wants to keep saying like they're dead, don't build them, and they keep holding on and doing good things. So like, she's by far the oldest character here, and yet I'd still rather have her than Dark Beast or Iron Fist. So I guess Deathpool is fine. Like, again, I wouldn't be excited about her. There's definitely better characters here. Kang at 3 stars would be amazing. So you got a couple of really good characters here that you definitely want to get up, and there's a couple of like wah-wahs. So like, I don't know. And I didn't see any guarantee that you're not going to get a duplicate either. So I don't know what that would look like, how they would pay you out if you did get a duplicate. But there's quite a few of these going around if you're spending enough money. Now, I can't stress this enough. This is a spender Kraken event. Like, be lucky if you get anything here. The Mega Gold Orb has a floor of 250,000, 500,000, and 250,000, which means you could get 1,000,000 gold, and that's it. Wouldn't be bad if that was a regular gold orb, but if you're working hard to get one of these Mega Gold Orbs and you walk away with 1,000,000, you're going to feel a little scummy. Now, you can also get up to 1,000,000 on the left and the right, and 100,000,000 in the center. The floor is 1,000,000, but the ceiling is 102 million. Right? Like, if you get the absolute nuts, 102 million gold in one orb, like, send me that screenshot. I want to see if anybody actually pulls that off. Now, how do you get those rewards? Well, the Winter Solstice Gala is here, and if you click on it, you can see that you're going to collect snow globes for 50 points, or spend ultra cores at 1-to-1 ratio. Now, in case you've forgotten, ultra cores are available on the store. You can spend $12.99 Canadian for 100 cores. If we go back to this event real quick, it goes down to milestone 20 at 120,000 points. That means you'd have to buy this offer at $130 120 times, making it $15,600. Holy crap. Now, that being said, there are offers you can buy like this one here with Robbie Reyes, where you're going to get 50 Robbie shards, 2 million gold, and 2 of these orbs for 100. So for $13, you're going to get 200 points on that milestone chart. Now you're going to get the gold and the Robbie, but let's take a quick look. 200 points will get you some Ronin, these augmented stuff, which is fantastic. I'm always needing these augmented focus catalysts. A little bit of gold, not a whole lot. Some training mats, like it's okay. If you're going to spend money anyways, it's nice to get these extra rewards. Don't spend the money on this to get these rewards. To get your very first Diamond Fragment Orb and Mega Gold Orb, and keep in mind, this is not a championship one. This is just a regular one. It's going to cost you 750 Ultra Cores. Now, not quite, because of course you can also figure out a way to min-max the system with snow globes, but essentially it's going to cost you about $108 Canadian if you just buy the Ultra Core Orbs and buy stuff that you want in the store. If you keep buying offers like this one, where you're essentially getting twice as many points for the same amount of dollars spent, that's still going to require you to cost $7,800 to max out this event. $7,800. Now, there's probably going to be better offers coming along down the line. There'll probably be like a Christmas one or something that gives more orbs or something. But like right here, right now, that is a ton. And it's worth mentioning also that the more power cores you buy, you do not get a better rate. This rate is the exact same as this rate. You're just doing it more times. Also, be on the lookout for some of these alerts because it's really, really scummy what they're doing here. If you take a look, there is an offer here for 50 points or 50 ultra cores for one snow globe. Now, to the best of my knowledge, snow globes do literally nothing. They're just 50 points. So you're going to spend 50 points or 50 ultra cores and get 100 points. But if we scroll up even just the tiniest bit, you can see that you can spend the exact same amount and also get get a 7 red star character and some 500 gold promotional credits for the exact same price, and that snow globe is still there. Or you can go over here and get a bunch of ions for the same price. It's literally just a gotcha. It's a ha ha ha, you weren't smart enough to look somewhere else. And that's scummy. Don't do that, Scopely. Be better than that. That's gross. Seriously. Now, the last thing I'll say about this before we get out of here is the Winter Solstice Gala is maybe the first time that I've legitimately really wanted a leaderboard. I would love to see how much people are actually spending on this game and how crazy people are going. Even if the leaderboard didn't have a prize payout, I just want to see how many people are actually spending that much money on this game. And if I'm totally missing something, then so be it. But again, it's looking like it's going to cost like almost $8,000 to get all the way to the bottom here. I'd love to see how many people actually make it all the way to the bottom here. Now, if you're going to spend money anyways, make sure you spend ultra cores and not actual cash. Go buy the ultra cores and then make sure you do this because it's just free rewards. Let's say you're going to buy a battle pass or something like that. That's going to cost you 200 power cores. You might as well get these extra Ronin shards and these extra rewards. I'm not necessarily saying if you wouldn't buy the battle pass normally to go out and do it, but if you're doing it anyways, make sure you're getting the most value out of it. And you'll also get some of those bang for your buck rewards on the web store. So like, it's almost like triple dipping, but again, only if you're going to do it anyways. This is not a good enough event for you to be spending money you wouldn't be spending. All right, and that's it for today. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, please consider hitting that like button. You obviously enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into it, hit that like button. It helps this channel out quite a bit, more than you probably know. Also, consider hitting the subscribe button so you can see more content from me in the future. If you want to hang out with me live, I do it a couple of times a week and usually on a Saturday morning over at twitch.tv/TheMongoolie Show. I'm going to practice and try and figure out if I can do multi-streaming so I can do it on YouTube as well. But right here, right now, I guarantee you I will be on twitch.tv. So head over there, give me a follow, and you'll get a notification every time I go live. Other than that, I just want to say if I don't see you before the holidays, have a happy holiday, stay safe, stay well, don't do anything stupid like drinking and driving, always make sure you have a DD, and I will see you in the new year, if not sooner. Good luck to you, and happy holidays.